And this is very powerful because just imagine. And here's the best part. Once you master this, you can start offering it as a service and get paid. Imagine having an AI chatbot on your website that can reduce operational costs by automating routine tasks and handling multiple customers simultaneously. They can increase sales by engaging with the customers with personalized recommendations and guidance through the purchasing process. And because these bots are not human, they're awake 24/7 and you don't even have to lift a finger. And most people still think you need to know how to code to build one, but you don't. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to create a fully customized AI chatbot, no tech skills needed, and you can add it to any website in just minutes. And here's the best part. Once you master this, you can start offering it as a service and get paid to build these chatbots for other businesses, providing you another stream of income. For this build, we're going to be using a platform called Chatling. It's easy, it's affordable, it's really intuitive, and you can get it up and running for free with a ton of integrations. So I'm going to show you from scratch how to do it. So go ahead and head to chatling.ai and create an account and go ahead and fill out everything. Once you're logged in, you're going to be here. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a whole new chatbot. And as you can see here, you can build them for either your website or WhatsApp. Today we're going to be starting from scratch, but as you can see here, there's basic AI chatbots, there's e-commerce support chatbots, there's a basic lead generation with AI. So like I said, we're going to start from scratch. Go ahead and click that and you just name it. For me, for my example, I'm going to do it for my sample website, which would be an AI automation agency. Create. So this will be your dashboard. If you want to upgrade, you can, but you don't really need to. You have, analytics if you do. But what we're really going to need is here the builder. You have your knowledge base here, appearance, conversation. And I'll go over what all these will do and what you'll need them for later on. But one thing I do want to show is you can go to the integrations right here and go ahead and click website widget. And the one I want is this one right here, floating chat. But if you prefer different ones, they have this inline option or a full screen option. For me, I like the floating chat. So this code is very important. We're going to need this later, and I'm going to show you how we're going to use this to integrate it to your website. Let's say you want to sell the service to someone else. This is also the code that you're going to be sending to them. All right, to start our build, we're going to go to builder. Go ahead and click builder. The reason why I like Chatling is because it's basically a drag and drop. So it's super intuitive. You have the main blocks here that I'll show you what they mean and what you'll need them for. So for my chatbot, I'm going to start with a greeting message. And you can see the whole flow chart here. You can zoom out, you can zoom in, but I'll show you the drag and drop. So you go ahead and click here. We're going to start with our greeting message. You're going to click this purple bubble and just drag it over here. We're going to title this welcome message. And we're going to type, let's go with hello, welcome to Nova Mate, which is my example website for now, where we harness the power of AI to improve your business. May I know your name? Alrighty, there it is. Now I'm going to give the user an option to respond to my question. So we're going to go over back to the blocks and we're going to go to capture response, text. Just drag it and drop. Now, whatever the response is going to be stored here as what they call a variable. How can I explain a variable? I'm going to give an analogy. So a variable is like a labeled drawer in a filing cabinet where you keep information you might need later on. This will allow the AI chatbot to be able to refer to this information later on. So once our client responds to this chatbot after our greeting message and they say their name, we want the chatbot to store their name. So we're going to store it as a variable and we're going to create one as an example. It already has name as a pre-made one here, but I'm going to show you guys how to create one from scratch. So you go ahead and just type name. I made one earlier, but if you haven't, you can just type it in and then just press create. So I'll use that one and I'll show you how we're going to refer to it later. So the next thing we're going to do is create our next chatbot. We're going to let them answer text. Now we're going to respond. Hello, curly brackets, name. You can look for it. There it is. Name. Actually, I want to be a little friendlier. Nice to meet you. Name. Now let's say we want their email address. Okay, we'll say, could you share the best email address to contact you? Okay. Make sure you grab this arrow and publish. And let's preview it. So we have our message. I'm going to say Kevin and it'll say, nice to meet you, Kevin. Could you share the best email address to contact you? And it ended there. So let's move on to the next. Now to get the email, let's go back to capture response and we're going to click email here. And this time we're going to use a pre-made one because it makes it easier and they already have it. So contact email and we're going to go ahead and hit save. Now you're going to go to your response to that. Let's add another text box. We can double check, is this curly brackets, contact email, correct, hit save. And then now you can give them options. You can do that by having buttons like this. So you can add a button. So you can say yes, add another button, no. So let's say they say no. You can add another text box here and add a response if they say no, or if they click no. Can you provide the correct email So we'll go ahead and do that. And then we'll have a response. Go back to capture, email. And then what you can do is you can loop it back. Once they provide this, you can loop it back here. It'll keep asking until they give the correct email. All right, let's preview this. Hello, yada Kevin. Okay, Kevin, gmail.com. And then let's say no, Kevin D, gmail.com. Yes. All right, so far so good. So for the next step, we're gonna be adding our AI response. But before we do that, there's one crucial step that we need to go through, and that is adding a knowledge base. A knowledge base for AI is a collection of information that an AI system uses to understand and answer questions. So before we leave this page, make sure you save everything. And you're gonna click back, and you're gonna go to your left, click knowledge base, and we're gonna be adding data source. You can add a URL of a website. So basically it will scrape every information from that website, every single page. You have a website crawler, will visit the URLs listed on the sitemap and ingest the content and train the chatbot. You can make a list of URLs. You can have documents, text, FAQs. You can link your Zoho account, your Zendesk account. For this example, we're gonna upload a document because I have a sample knowledge base that I made with AI. So I'll go ahead and do that. And this is very powerful because just imagine if you have a client that you're building this chatbot for and they already have a website, they already have customers, reviews, FAQs. Your bot's gonna pull information from all that and use it to generate their questions. So you can prevent things like hallucinations, which basically is when AI will fabricate facts about something and make it sound true. So now we're gonna go back to Builder, and now we're going to create a response for our yes. Okay, text, just go ahead and drag it here. We're gonna say, awesome, is there anything I can help? And now we're gonna capture their text. So I'll go ahead and grab their text response here and just label it question, create. And this is where you're gonna be able to add your AI response. All right, so once you add that there, just click on it and we're gonna use a knowledge base. So that's basically the document that I just uploaded, or if you're using website. So whatever you uploaded, we'll add that variable question. Let's see if it's down here, it's down there, okay. And then whatever answer that the AI comes up with, we can save that in case you want to refer to later on. So we'll label that as well. We're gonna call it AI response. We're gonna create that. Okay, for the model, we can go with GPT-4o mini, which is probably all you need. You can leave that. So adjusting temp term basically means the level of randomness. So the higher you go, the more random it will be. It'll never generate the same response. The closer to zero it'll be, the more consistent it will be basically. So if you're a little lost, this section here, this is a variable that we captured earlier right here. And then the response that we're going to save is the response that AI is going to draw from our knowledge base from and use to create that response. We're going to save that. So we'll go ahead and save, and we're going to just preview it now. Kevin@gmail.com. Click yes. Yes. What does your business do? Let's see what it says. Cool. Wow. Very long, but we can fix this. Train AI to make like a shorter response. I'll show you that in a bit. Now to finish this build, we can add another response to this and say, anything else I can do for you? Then we're gonna capture a response with some yes or no's. Let's see, add bun, yes, no. If they answer yes, you can loop it back here and we can reword it so it makes a little bit more sense. Awesome. What can I help you with? What can I help? So it makes a little bit more sense. And if they say no, you say, thank you for visiting our site. Have a great day. That's it. Go ahead and save it. And before you move on to the next step, make sure you preview it and make sure everything runs perfectly well. And then when you're done, everything works, the chatbot goes all the way through. Go ahead and hit publish. And now we're gonna go back, and this is where you're gonna fine tune your chatbot. So you're gonna go to the left and go to conversations. And you're gonna scroll down. This is the conversation we had. And to fine tune it, you just click right here. Let's say we wanted to shorten this one. Let's say we wanted to get rid of the pricing model. Sometimes it doesn't show everything, but that's okay. So let's say we remove the pricing section, hit fine tune, and that's how you're gonna train your AI. So you can delete sections, you can retype, reword things to better train your AI to have better responses. So now I'm gonna show you how to get this on your website. So you're gonna go back to the dashboard, and you're gonna go to website widget. You're gonna copy code. Then you're gonna go to your website domain. I use WordPress. So if you already have a plugin where you can import some codes like Elementor, you can just click here, custom code. Let's say you don't have Elementor, you want to download a plugin. You can add plugin and type in code snippet. Choose anyone. This one, WP Code, it's got a lot of reviews. It's got 2 million active installations in the past 4 weeks. Last updated 4 weeks ago. Go ahead and hit install now, and then hit activate. It'll be down here. Add snippet. You can add your custom code. If you already back up your website, which you should be doing, but if you don't, I highly recommend downloading an extension like Updraft Plus. Okay, so once you've backed up your website, just add custom snippet here, custom code. It's going to be in HTML. You can title it, paste that code there. And for location, I like to do site-wide footer. So at the bottom, you can leave everything else. We'll leave it as any device, pretty much everything you need. Just leave it, save snippet. Make sure you activate it, hit update, and it should be in your website. Let's double check it. There it is. Awesome. Let's say Kev at Gmail. Go ahead and click yes. That's it. Simple as that. I just want to show you the other integrations. You have Shopify here, Squarespace, WordPress, Wix, PrestaShop, Bubble, Webflow. So that was pretty simple to build, but if you want to learn about the software I chose to learn on in order to build my AI agency, check this video out.